right, well, first rate starting to come up on our screens, 0.5% lower on the Nifty, 22,400. The Nifty Bank is about 1% lower, 48,300 on the Nifty Bank. So all of yesterday is 0.5% plus kind of gain being given back. The IT index is down 1.25%. 3:1 in favor of declines. That's the market breadth straight out of the gates. But I think we should give it an hour more, 2 hours more. Actually, an hour is enough, and we'll see if this starts to change or maybe look a little better. But now it's all deep in the red. Look at the Nifty heat map. It's running out. It's at least the start this Friday morning is pretty poor. Got 2 names in the green now left within the first 60 seconds of market open, and everything else is down and out. Mid and small cap indices starting with about 1.5% cuts this Friday. Rima.
Midcap index down 1.5%. Small cap index is down also 1.5%. And now the week-to-date losses for the midcap index stands at in excess of 3.5%, while the small cap index is lower for 4.5% so far this week. So broader markets underperforming yet again for the 5th day in a row, and losses now for the 5th consecutive session. The midcap, the Nifty and the Sensex too are sinking lower, now down 1% on the benchmark indices. The Nifty is down 200 points. The Nifty's breached 22,350. So it's quite a fall that you can see on the benchmark indices. The GIFT Nifty was suggesting a fall of 150 points. The opening has turned out to be deeper, 220 points down now. Top losers include an innocent bank. So banks are under pressure. Yesterday they were resilient, but the Nifty Bank is down 500 points. Innocent Bank is weak in trade. Pull up an HDFC Bank and an ICICI Bank. HDFC Bank is down 0.5%. ICICI Bank down 0.5%. But you can see the Nifty Bank itself down close to about 1%. M&M is weak in trade. Tata Steel, JSW Steel, the entire metal complex is weak in trade. IT is under pressure. Wipro, HCL Tech staring at losses of 1.5%. NTPC is another loser. Hardly just 2 stocks out of the Nifty complex in the green. One of them is Coal India on the back of the subsidiary price hikes. That's up 2.5%. And the second one is Shriram Finance, which has been strong this week. Shriram Finance has a gain of 4% this week. It was higher yesterday, and it's managed to hold on to those gains. So in the green for now, but other than that, it's all red.
Well, that's right. Shriram Finance actually has been a big outperformer. Valuations had come to those levels where a lot of sell-side analysts had written about it at around that 530 level odd, and that's actually outperformed in the last 1 month or so. Besides that, looking at a couple of more stocks, Coal India, that one is firing away, up close to around 3%. So the street clearly likes this 300 rupee price hike, and also they're a little bit optimistic that this is only for around 18%. Can they do this for a couple of more subsidiaries? Well, that'll be even better news. So Coal India, that's the stock that's doing very, very well. From the broader markets, another stock that's doing well is Transrail Lighting. Why is that? They have won new orders worth around 2,750 crores. At least the first tick was in the green. I'm not sure whether it's still holding. It's still up close to around 2%. So good on them. Good move is what we're seeing out there. IRDA, it's welcome to the F&O trading with the 5% downtick. Stock has already corrected. It's half actually from the top. IRDA, that stock in fact is down close to around 5%. NTPC green as well as down close to around 4%. Let's pull up Premier Energies for the last many trading sessions, irrespective of what's happening fundamentally. The street has been very, very nervous about this lock-in getting opened out, and that's what's happened today. So for the time being, it's down close to around 4%. The markets continue to remain under pressure, down 220 points or thereabouts. The Nifty Bank is down 450 points.
All right. No, absolutely. 220 points lower on the Nifty is what you have, 22,300. And this is, as poor open as, we've got lately. So it's a full 1% cut now coming through in sharp focus, sharp contrast. I can go through many more names here which are down. That's easy to do. It's 10:1. 10:1 declines to advances at this point in time. And I'm just spotting any big outlier kind of moves, anything which is managing to kind of sort of, come through aggressively on the other side. There isn't any, actually. There isn't any at all. Maybe KSB, is it KSB Pumps? I'm not sure, but that's a 6% gain. There is something like a Sanofi, which is up about 5%. And, Transrail is up about 2%. That's it. If you keep a 2% cutoff, there are these 3 names which come up. And maybe RR Kabil as well, which is up about 2% on the other side. So those are easier to spot in what is otherwise the absolute sea of red coming through. So That's the overall picture.
KSP is actually the results game, I think so. It's a calendar year ended. So out there you had the revenues that were up by around 21%. Gross margins came in at around 43%. And the EBITDA number as well was up by 22%. So I guess that's the reason why the stock is up.
All right, standing out, shining, otherwise sort of tough kind of open.